Game time, MP. Game time.
Trae, what's up, my man? How's it doing?
Yeah, he is. MP, how you feeling tonight? You ready to drop 40 on these fools?
You already know. Whatever it takes, man.
Good, because I need this one bad.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
I don't like him.
What?
I'm from there. You didn't know that?
Oh, man. I didn't know that. Sorry about that.
It's all good, but if we lose tonight, I'm going to hear from my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, my auntie, even my mom.
You already know I know. We can't have that.
No, we can't.
All right, well, let me go out here and take care of that. I'll see you after the game, my man.
That's it.
See you.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now, New York starting five. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in a two-guard. And for Atlanta, Jalen Johnson is out there with Kispert. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Gray in at the center position. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal was to beat each and every single one in his way.
And one of the objectives of any team is to take down your rivals. MP may be humble, but he doesn't want his game, or more importantly, his team, to be overshadowed. Clearly, that motivation has been a driving factor in their success to this point in those key games.
Here's Young. Kispert on the wing. Outside Young. Here's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals from the low block. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a three-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle big time.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Now here's Hart. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
6 to shoot. Pass to Young. Beyond the arc. And the Hawks with another three.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Impacting both sides of the floor. 4 steals showing the work he did defensively.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
They set a pick. Young from long range. Can't get it to drop. The Knicks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Pass to Gray. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And stolen by Brunson. Fast break, New York. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Rebounded by Johnson.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Daniels. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?"
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Young. 23 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Pass to Gray. The kick out to Johnson. Fires the 3. The shot no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. New York shooting their first free throw tonight. And the free throw, no good. And Stan, for those teams struggling out of the gate, how do these coaches approach it right now?
Well, look, I think what's important, Brian, when you're talking to your team is they need to understand what it takes to win, why we win, and why we lose. And you've got to play to those expectations, all right, and those demands. It's not early in the year as much the results. It's about what you're doing on the court, well or poorly.
And let's check in now with Shams Charania, standing by for a special report on some action in the Western Conference.
Thanks, Brian. I've just got confirmation that the early season trade the Timberwolves have been pursuing is final. They're hoping to give their offensive boost with the addition of DeMar DeRozan. This is an all-star caliber player who's thrived in multiple systems, and I'm hearing they have no doubt that DeRozan will slot in and provide an instant scoring jolt.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Now here's Towns. 11 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless.
Here's Daniels. The Knicks with the rebound. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Gray. Washington comes in for Kispert. Kennard, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Bufkin in for Young. Williams is checked in for New York. Griffin comes in for Jalen Brunson. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. New York, number 1.
Well, they allow the fewest points per game in the league. Sometimes that can be a factor of pace. But safe to say, when you're number 1, your team is elite at the defensive end. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Stolen by Kennard. And now the Hawks on the break.
a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Griffin. Takes a three. Buries it from three.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
46 seconds left to play in the first. Okongwu with it. Not a good performance from him in that loss to the Clippers. Washington drives in, and that one's good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
35 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside McBride. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Atlanta leading by 4. Now here's Washington. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Six on the shot clock. Johnson a screen on Williams. The three from Washington. Pure from three-point range. Washington's got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. They've got Jalen Smith. Also A.J. Griffin out there. Miles McBride is out there with Williams. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 2. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He picked up 38 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come, unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now here's Washington. He's got 5. There's the triple. And it's New York with a rebound. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. Anunoby against Okongwu. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York trailing. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Griffin's shot is off.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
So for the Hawks, Trae comes in for Okongwu. And Daniels is subbed in for Krejci. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Now Young. He's got 6. Floats one up. Here's the 3. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
A shot Dyson continues to work on. When he's locked in from deep, he's tough to defend.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively. Oh, hello! Time Lord with the oop.
Well, a well-aimed pass sets Williams up for success so that he can just power it down.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Bufkin. And he gets that one. Bufkin's got his first points of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside McBride. Pass to Towns. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Bufkin. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. Here's Daniels. He has 7. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and Towns with the block.
And that's outstanding defense and timing by Towns.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The kick out to Brunson. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Towns on a screen. Driving inside. Oh, deflected. Here's Bufkin. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Brunson with the block. To the paint. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's hauled in by Gray. Gray's got 6 rebounds in the game. The Hawks lead by 8. Here's Kispert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Kispert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
New York shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Going inside. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Back to the game after this break.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front? Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight. Bit of a tough start for the Knicks.
Playing on the road is definitely more of a challenge, but you know that coming in. They didn't seem all well prepared for this environment, for the matchup. I'm sure the coach is trying to coach them up and change the momentum in their favor.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. Then there's Johnson, then it's Kispert, and it's Gray in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mr. Fundamentals has got 21 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And here's Young. Give him 8 points now. Johnson inside. He's covered by Hart. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. So a moment now to see the story for Jalen Johnson.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in, they're working, they're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Towns. That one falls. Towns has got a
terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Pass to Gray, tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Monday, they head back home to host the Miami Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls.
It's no secret around the league that this team loves playing in their own building. They're loaded with home games over the next stretch, so this is a chance to win some ball games.
Young with the bucket. Knicks trail by 3. Outside Anunoby. Brunson looks it over. No good. That would have tied it.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Johnson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Pass to Gray, and here's Kispert. Johnson passes to Kispert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Daniels. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Towns with the ball, and it's Young picking him up. Shot's good by Towns.
Fantastic move right there by Towns. I like when he gets creative with his ball handle.
Pass to Gray. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Young with it. Puts it up from 12. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. The kick out to Brunson. Anunoby passes to Hart, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Bufkin, he's checked in for the Hawks. And a switch here also for New York. McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. Knicks trail by 4. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. New York shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Bufkin. 6 points for him. 3-pointer, no good. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Back to Hart. For the lead. Rebounded by the Hawks. Gray's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. 4-3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 5. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Pass to Bufkin. They set the pick. And it's New York with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Outside Hart to the left wing. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Gray. Washington comes in for Daniels. And it's Kennard in for Trae Young. Williams is checked in for New York. Smith comes in for Hart. Okongwu finds Washington. Here's Kennard. And the layup is good off the glass. Kennard's got 6 points.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Brunson, a good look. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Brunson with a double team. Out to the wing. Pass to Bufkin. Three-pointer. On target from range. 9 points in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now here's McBride. Wide open. He can't get that one to fall.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Out to the right wing. The kick out to Johnson. Kennard on the wing. The three is up. It's rebounded by McBride. Knicks trail by 3. To the inside. Knocked loose. Brunson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Defended by Kennard. Mr. Fundamentals. The pass to McBride. Clock at 6. To the middle. And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. Here's Bufkin. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Hawks ahead. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Switch here. Daniels is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here. Knicks trail by 4. On the court right now for the Knicks. We've got Robert Williams. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 2.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Bufkin. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. So for the Hawks, Trae's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Washington. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Bufkin. And a switch here also for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Williams. Puts it up off the inbound. Daniels misses. New York has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. The game now all tied up. Mr. Fundamentals has got 27 points.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Gray, covered by Towns. Young from long range. Cash! Trae Young with a triple.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Atlanta leading by 3. Pass to Johnson. This one for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Brunson passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Outside Anunoby. No good on the 3. The Hawks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Young finds Johnson, and there's a pick. Soft touch off the glass.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Brunson against Young. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And he banks in the layup. Mr. Fundamentals has got 10 points in just the second half.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Kispert with the ball, and it's Brunson picking him up. Here's Young. A shot from the mid-range. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Now here's Brunson, defended by Kispert. Hard against Johnson. Hart can't hit. The Hawks lead by 3. Pass to Young. From deep. Connects from downtown. Young's got 11 points in the quarter.
Coming up big in the clutch. Trae Young lives for these moments.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Hart. So the first one drops, and that brings him within 5. And both free throws good for Hart.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
Knocks it loose. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Money. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Outside Brunson. To take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with the players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Outside Hart. Let's go with a 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up 2. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.